Julie Ryan, noted psychic and medical intuitive, is ready to answer your personal questions, even those you never knew you could ask. For more than 20 years, as she's developed and refined her intuitive skills, Julie used her knowledge as a successful inventor and businesswoman to help others. Now, she wants to help you grow, heal, and get the answers you've been longing to hear. Do you have a question for someone who's transitioned? Do you have a medical issue? What about your pet's health or behavior? Perhaps you have a loved one who's close to death and you'd like to know what's happening. Are you on the path to fulfill your life's purpose? No matter where you are in the world, take a journey to the other side and ask Julie Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this week. My intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all around the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. And we have a bunch of callers who are on hold already. They have their questions ready to roll. And just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. It was a tough day around here today. We got a call first thing this morning that our nephew Scott, who's 39, passed away. So that was a real shock to everybody. It was unexpected, a shock. We got a call from his parents. This is my husband Tim's brother Jim's son. And so they're going to do an autopsy, and we'll know more as time goes on. But Tim got that news just as he was leaving to go have a root canal done. So poor baby. He keeps shaking his head at me and said, "This has just been a bad day." I said, "Honey, it'll be better tomorrow." So I took him some soup and some crackers, and I'll go check on him after I do the show. But please keep Tim's brother Jim and his wife Gigi and their family in your prayers, because it's just anti-cultural almost for people to lose a child. I mean, it's just not the way it's supposed to be, and that's the thing that his mom kept saying over and over again when I had a chance to talk with her this morning. So our love goes out to them. Please remember them in your thoughts and prayers. And it's never a good time to lose someone you love, but especially during the holidays, it just seems to make it all that much worse. But sometimes I think maybe losing somebody over the holidays is a good thing, because people are going to be together anyways. And maybe this is just more of an incentive for people to be together. So, got that. Other than that, everything else is good. Jonathan's going to be in Atlanta, our son, this weekend on business. So Tim and I are going to go over. We're going to get to see him while he's there, and then he'll be home the following week for a few days for Christmas. So it's always a good day when I get to see my baby. And the house is decorated, and presents are starting to be wrapped, and so I'm in good shape as far as that goes. Remember, as we get into the holidays, pace yourself, you guys. You know, we moms and wives, we do heroic things during the holidays. And I know we're all good multitaskers, but it's exhausting at the same time as fun, hopefully, for you. So this year, I didn't decorate absolutely everything that I normally decorate, and I just thought, I just don't feel like decorating that this year, so I didn't. And my husband was looking at me like, "Do you have a fever?" And I said, "No, I really don't. I just don't feel like decorating the alcoves on either side of our fireplace with Christmas decorations." So they just have the real stuff up, the regular stuff up there. So I encourage you to do the same. If you're inspired to decorate or do something for the holidays, do it. If you're not, if you're procrastinating, you're dreading it, just don't do it. Go on to something else. So I hope your holidays are going well too. All right, let's go ahead and go to the phones. Let's see who we've got and see what their questions are. That's always the fun part. I believe our first caller is Christina. Hi, Christina.
Good evening.
How are you, girl?
I'm doing all right. I'm really sorry to hear about your nephew, though. That's just a real bummer. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I am excited to be on the phone with you and not just listening to your podcast. That's kind of the highlight of my day.
Oh, fabulous. Well, I'm excited to talk with you, too. Where are you? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling you from Sweet Home, Arkansas.
Oh, baby. Sweet,
so,
right?
yeah. Yeah, Whoopig. I'm in Fayetteville, up in the northwest corner.
Okay. That's where the university is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool town.
That's what I understand. I haven't been there yet, but I'd love to come see the campus sometime.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's Northwest Arkansas is really beautiful. We've got a lot of people moving here right now, and it's kind of a hidden gem, but I think people are catching on. So you ought to come see us before we get too much more crowded.
It's part of the Ozarks, right? Like Branson and all of that. It's that same topography, basically.
Exactly. We're about 2 hours south of Branson.
Okay, so. I know it well. Yeah. All right. Well, terrific. Well, do you have a question for me?
Yes, I do, actually. I was wondering if you could do a body scan on me. I had a pretty stressful fall, and I feel like I'm having some fallout from that stress. I've had some anxiety. The last few weeks I've been having heart palpitations.
Okay.
And then this happened last winter, too, and I don't think it's related to the holidays or anything, but in addition to that, I've got some really stinky pee, and it's not just like coffee stinky or like asparagus stinky. It like smells bad. And this happens from time to time. And so I'm not sure what it is. I'm wondering if my kidneys are okay or if it could just be triggered by coffee. I do tend to be sensitive to coffee or alcohol or something, or maybe I've got a yeast imbalance. I don't know. I'm just wondering if you might be able to let me know if I need to go see a doctor or something.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get you on my radar, and we'll see what's going on in that sweet little Arkansas body of yours, girl. For those of you that are first-time listeners, how I do this is I raise my vibrational level to level of spirit, because we're all spirits attached to a human body having a human experience. And speaking of our nephew, Scott, I said to his parents, I'm thrilled for him because he was done and he was ready to go, and my heart's breaking for you. So I think when we are spirits attached to a body having a human experience, the thing to remember is we all choose when we go, where we go, how we go, who's with us when we go, all of that. So keep that in mind, if any of you have lost a loved one and are really missing them during the holidays, that they're thrilled to be back in the spirit world, plain spirit world, and in heaven, because everybody goes to heaven. So I digress. Anyways, I'm going to raise my vibrational level. I'm going to get you on my radar, Miss Christina. I'm going to shoot energy from your feet up through the top of your head. It's going to be as if I have a hologram of you in my mind's eye, and as if I'm looking at an X-ray or a CT scan or an MRI. And we'll just see what comes up. Things show up in order of importance. So something that you may not even be aware of may come up first, but we'll just see what comes up. And then I'm going to hone in on these heart palpitations and on your stinky urine and see what's up with that. Okay, so here comes a laser beam from my body here in Birmingham. It's heading up to you in Fayetteville. Shooting energy through you. Okay, yeah, you got a bunch of yeast, girl. Bunches of yeast. You have what I would say a systemic yeast situation going on. So Google Candida, Candida, Candida yeast. Schedule a private consult. That would be the best thing. You can do that. Go to AskJulieRyan.com, schedule it, and then we'll have a whole hour to dissect all of this. What happens is that the yeast produces toxins, and it gets into the bloodstream, and it causes just this multitude of funky symptoms. And so my guess, that's probably what's going on with your heart palpitations. Let me look at your heart real fast. And see if something. Hi, Lisa. I see you've just joined us, so I'm going to mute you, and I will be back. So your heart is spinning in the right direction, but it looks like you've got a little bit of an arrhythmia thing going. So do a private consult. We'll do a energetic ablation on you, which is what they do in the heart cath in the labs, in the hospital, and we'll get it back back in sinus rhythm. Okay, I'll do my best to do that, and then we'll be able to tell from there. But the good news is this is all fixable, and it doesn't cause any permanent damage.
Well, in listening to your program and like over the last year or so, I've heard you address the yeast thing several times, and I've kind of had a suspicion that was maybe what was going on. So I'm glad to get confirmation, and this also gives me some motivation to actually do the things I need to do to take care of it. So I just really appreciate the opportunity to call in, and I will definitely schedule a private session with you. Okay. And thank you so much for what you do.
Oh, thanks for calling in. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Okay,
thank you. Merry
take
Christmas.
Care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who else we've got. I believe our next caller is Leslie. Hi, Leslie.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. A little stressed. The reason I'm calling, I don't know if this is a usual question, is because I acquired a stray cat about a month and a half ago. Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of experience with cats. I have I have none because I have a really bad cat allergy. So I have experience with one other cat. Anyway, this cat was given to me by my daughter because he sort of got attached to her, but she couldn't keep him, and she didn't want him to go to a home, to like a shelter. And he's completely great. He was great until this Sunday when he literally attacked my daughter's face.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm calling for some healing for her because our relationship has not been the best for the last, 13 years. So this is putting a little bit of strain on it.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your daughter's name, Leslie?
Britley.
Britley. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got creative with that name, didn't you?
Yeah.
And where are you calling us from, Leslie?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. All right. And so what did you do with the cat?
He's still with me because he's completely awesome and I love him and I don't want to put him in a shelter, so I'm going to have to find him an actual home. Somebody who could. I just don't know what happened here because he's never done that before.
Okay. So you want me to do a healing on your daughter, Britley, on her face?
Please.
Okay. All right.
Or emotional, whatever. Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do, Leslie, is I'm going to connect to you energetically and from you to Britley, and I'm going to ask her permission if I can scan her and work on her. I'll do that telepathically. If I get a yes, I will. If I get a no, I won't, because I believe it's an invasion of privacy, and I just won't do it. So
that's perfectly fine. I asked her beforehand, but even though she said yes, I think I can't be sure anyway. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama. Like Christina was alluding to, and it's heading south to you in Lauderdale. All right. Okay. Got you. Okay, Britley. Got Britley. Britley, I'm talking to your mama. Is it okay if I were? She's saying yes. Good job prepping her. Okay. Yeah, she looks mauled. All right. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting this white energetic cream. It's real thick cream. It reminds me of the thick face cream in a Nivea jar, those blue Nivea jars. My grandmother used to use that stuff. And it has anti-inflammatory properties, and it has rocket fuel in there to help heal tender tissues. So I've got that on her face, and it's just going to speed up the healing and do that. You may want to, what I just got was for you to suggest that she put Vaseline on her face. Don't use imitation Vaseline. Use the real stuff, the real Vaseline. It's thicker, but it doesn't have other ingredients in with it. And to slather that on her face, and it's going to help her wounds heal faster.
Perfect. Okay, because I think she's putting antibiotics and Aquifer, but I'll suggest Vaseline.
Well, was she using like Neosporin or a cream like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So do that, but tell her to do that. Let it sink in, and then slather her face with Vaseline.
Okay, that works. Okay, because, the obvious thing is that I should get rid of the cat. But I love this cat because my mother died, like, in the beginning of October, and it was traumatically, it looked painful to me. I can't say that it was for her, but it looked that way. And so I guess I got attached to the cat, because, I don't know, he just helps me feel better.
Sure.
And now I'm put in a position where I know in my heart she is going to take this as I always let her down, I never put her first, if I keep the cat.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can secure the cat when she's at your house so the cat can't get to her.
You see, that's what I told her. I was like, we can just put him in a room every time. And the thing is, I don't even live in the state. I'm here because my mother passed away and my dad is getting stuff for lung cancer, so I'm helping out.
Yeah.
Oh, and my sister broke her back, so I'm the only one that can help.
Sounds like you need to call in and do a private session too, girl. Go to AskJulieRyan.com, schedule an hour. We'll go through all this stuff. And also, consider getting my book, Angelic Attendants. I think it will give you lots of information and comfort, and also you may want to get one for your dad as well. Okay.
That sounds good because, because the guilt is killing me.
Yeah. Well, call in and do a private session, and we'll have a whole hour to discuss all this stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Thanks for calling. Take care.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who else we got. Our next caller is Marcia. Hi, Marcia. Marcia.
Hi.
Hi. There you are. How are you?
I'm here. I was trying to get the phone right. I'm really good. I first I listened to you on the radio before, and I really called in to just see what this was about.
Okay.
It's very interesting, and there's so many things going on right now, but I don't know that I really have a question. I have, strange things happen, but I'm learning to trust myself. It's mainly, going through things and asking, and I guess I feel like hopefully I've got loved ones that are helping me, and we're moving through situations with life, or I am rather, because I recently went through a divorce. So I'm just trying to get the feel of all this and getting a little more spiritual, but I really have enjoyed listening to you and what you do. So,
oh, you sweet thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, do you have a quick story you want to tell everybody about something you've experienced that you think a loved one has been behind?
Well, I kind of, when I went through all this, I wanted to get grounded and do things differently, and I went and saw someone. And he mentioned that my mother was around me. He said, have you ever noticed it's like in the last hour when things just work out, the 24th hour. He said, it's your mother. But I call on a lot of things if I'm not sure of or I ask. And if in angels, the universe, parents, whatever, it just seems like I've gotten answers or I've gotten led and things worked out. So it's given me a little more confidence and just comfort. In everyday things, because I've been married all my life. So it's just been a whole different experience to be alone and try to tackle things that I haven't had to do, and how people show up. It just appears. And I realize, thank you. I say thank you because it almost gives me chills because I don't think we pay attention enough in everyday life, that this is being sent to us for a reason. So I'm learning all this, and I'm
go, girl.
In it. And I do
Fabulous.
think I think that my kids might think I'm a little out there, woo-woo, but I don't care. I believe in this stuff. So,
Wonderful.
I just am happy that people like you are out there to just confirm it.
Oh, well, thanks. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, terrific. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have a wonderful holiday, and please join us again if you have a question you want answered. But it's delightful to have you on the show, and thanks so much for joining us. Hope you have a great holiday.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's see who else do we have. I believe our next caller is Musa. Hi, Musa.
Hey, Julie.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Connecticut today.
Connecticut. What's happening up there?
Well,
Getting ready for Santa, I bet, right?
Well, it's very nice outside. We got a little flurry of snow today.
Uh-huh.
So we are definitely ready. From here, it's downhill from here.
Little road up in Columbus. We used to fret when we didn't have snow. How was Santa going to arrive? How is he going to make it? And somehow he always managed to. He's just magical. So, by the way, I know you have little ones. There's a great movie on Netflix, everybody. Tim and I watched it, and it's called The Christmas Chronicles. And it stars Kurt Russell. And it's just darling. You'll love it, and your kids will love it. So check that out. The Christmas Chronicles. Okay.
When is it coming out?
No, it's out. We already watched it.
Okay.
It's great, and it has a surprise ending that you'll love.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to call with my sister, but she was a little shy, so she wanted me to ask a question. So I'm going to ask for one for me, one for her, if it's okay.
Sure, yeah.
I wanted you to scan me to see if you see anything that needed some attention, and then take it from there.
Okay, what in particular, just from a time standpoint?
I just have a little ankle and knee pain lately.
Okay.
That's the area I wanted to talk about.
Okay. All right. So let me get you on my radar and let me see what comes up. Okay. Here we go. This beam's heading up to you in Connecticut. Got you. Okay. Went to your right knee. Is that the knee that's hurting the most, Musa?
Yep, that's correct.
And I'm looking at your right knee, but I'm looking at it from kind of like behind and then on top, as if you're looking down at your knee while you're standing. So you've got a little bit of a tear in a meniscus, my friend. You got a little meniscal tear. Let me fix it. Okay. So if you go into surgery and they scope your knee, what they're going to do is they're going to use this device called a shaver. And it's a little microscopic device that they use, and it looks like a drill that spins really fast, but it's got blades on it. And Musa, you know this. I'm an inventor of orthopedic surgery devices that are sold throughout the world. So I've been in a bazillion orthopedic surgeries in my career back when I was doing that, and so I'm just watching an energetic procedure happen, like what would happen if you went into the operating room. So most meniscal tears will heal on their own. I believe yours will. If in a month it's still excruciating, then I would go see the doctor. But at this stage, I think it's gonna heal just fine.
Okay.
With what I'm seeing. Okay, and then your ankle. You want me to check your ankle? Okay. Interestingly enough, both ankles showed up. If the energy went to your left ankle first, and then it bounced back to your right ankle. So are both of your ankles bothering you?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so let me go to the left one first, because that's the one that came up. I don't see a lot of inflammation there. That one needs adjusting. I'm watching a chiropractic adjustment happen on that. It just needs to be pulled out. You know, like they'll yank it and it'll just get it. It's just out of alignment.
Okay.
That'll fix that one. Right one's got a little bit of inflammation in it. Let me calm that down. You got a little bit of something going on there on that ankle. You got a little bit of swelling on the right ankle, don't you? I would ice that one, and I would let the chiropractor look at that one too. But I think you got a little bit of soft tissue, something going on. Do you have tennis shoes or shoes that are hitting your foot weird around where your ankle is, like the side of the shoe? That's causing. Yeah, I think that's what's causing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was wearing shoes with a bad, like post. That's not holding my foot and ankle correctly for whatever reason. Okay. I received the advice of putting some inserts and that kind of helped a little bit so far.
Okay, to raise up your ankle because your ankle's hitting the top of the side of the shoe is what I'm seeing. If that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah. So pay attention to that. Sometimes it can cause a little bit of swelling there and inflammation. I don't see anything skeletally going on, but I would go see a chiropractor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope that helps.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
For my sister, her name is Ngoma. She's in Texas. Ngoma, and she's in Texas.
Do you pronounce it Guma?
Goma.
Yeah. Goma. Okay. All right.
So she was just having some, I'm assuming, inflammation.
Okay.
And,
where?
She was all over.
Okay.
She was just having days with very low energy level, and she was trying different things and wasn't sure exactly what was the cause. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm connected to you. I'm watching a laser beam go down and connecting into Goma in Texas. Got her. I'm asking her permission. Got it. She said yes. Good job setting that up. Okay. Yeah, her whole body looks inflamed. I agree. Okay, let me get that calmed down. Excuse me. Inflammation, everybody, just looks to me like red fog over body parts. And then I get that calmed down by putting anti-inflammatory energy on it so that I can see behind the inflammation and see what's going on. She's got some have her schedule a private consult, Musa. She's got some viral stuff going on.
Okay.
I can see little critters that are affecting, and I'd like to do a full scan on her, and then we'll get rid of them. But she's got something viral happening, so I think we need to do a deep dive on her.
Yeah, I agree. I actually suggested her to reach out to you.
Yeah.
But I guess being a first-time caller, she was a little shy, and so. But I'll make sure I'll talk to her and have her follow up with you. Thank you so much.
You bet. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Take care, Musa. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Sure. Okay. Let's see who else we have. I believe our next caller is Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Well, hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am good.
Where are you calling in from?
Columbus, Ohio.
All right. What's happening?
We're having a lovely day for us.
Well, good. Do you have a question for me?
I do. I was calling to see if you could check in and see how my son's doing. You know, we lost his dad, my husband, in May. Mm-hmm. And I know everyone's been focusing on me, and I'm just want to make sure he's okay.
Okay. And what's your son's name, Lisa?
John.
Okay. So do you have questions that you want to ask him, and we can ask his spirit and get some information for you?
I just want to know if he's at peace. You know, he's 23. He's just not going to verbalize that to me at this point.
No, he's not.
Does he need something from me?
Stability is what I'm getting. He wants to get through the holidays. He thinks he'll feel better after the holidays are over. He's kind of apprehensive about the holidays.
Okay.
Which is understandable.
Very understandable.
Yeah. He wants to have things that were his dad's. So you may want to think about, is there something of his dad's you can give him as a Christmas gift?
Okay.
Because it will be really meaningful. I know when my sister Joan died, her husband gave me a Lennox Madonna that was my mother's. It was actually a wedding gift, but my sister had it, and he had it all wrapped up, and it was just so warming and touching
Mm-hmm.
that he thought to do that. So that's what I'm getting, is to give him something that would mean a lot to him that was his dad's, and wrap it up and give it to him as a Christmas gift.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that will help. And he is processing it. It's all happening perfectly. He keeps an eye on you, which is great. It helps him process it.
Okay.
And he's telling me that he'd like to have as many traditions be the same as possible.
Okay.
As you go through the holidays.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. You are so welcome. So good luck getting through all of that, and everybody listening, send Lisa and her family some positive vibes as they go through this first holiday without her husband and their dad. So remember them in your prayers, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. Take care.
Thank you. You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.
Okay, we do this show every Thursday night, and it's at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-770-4160, and the access code is 533677#. You can find this information a bunch of different places. My website, AskJulieRyan.com, has it. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the homepage, you'll see all of this. Hi, Kathy. I see you joined us. I'm going to mute you, and I'll come back to you. And anywhere you download podcasts, I think we're on about 40 networks: iTunes, Stitcher, iHeart, Google Play, Blueberry, bunches of them. This information, the call-in information, is in the show notes. And then also, I release a blog every week, and that is a question that somebody has submitted online, and I answer it, and the call-in information is there. And then, of course, on social media. Follow me on Instagram at AskJulieRyan and on Facebook at AskJulieRyan. And I always put something on those two sites, letting you know that I'm going to do the show, and call in and join us. So the other thing is what you've heard me say several times tonight with different people: schedule an appointment, schedule a session with me, and then we'll have a whole hour to talk about whatever you want. I laugh and say I'm a businesswoman that learned how to do woo-woo, and I'm a buffet of psychicness. So we can do medical scans, I can scan your pets, we can talk to deceased loved ones, we can talk to alive loved ones like we just did with Lisa and her son John. We can do past life stuff. I had one that was amazing a few days ago, you guys. A musician and composer want to do a past life thing, and we realized that he in a past life had been a protege of Bach in Germany, and the dates all lined up. And in this past life, this guy who was a composer in that past life was a composer for the harpsichord. And I said to him, did Bach do the harpsichord? And so we Googled it. Sure enough, Bach's written all these concertos for harpsichord. I didn't know that. But anyway, that's really fun. We can talk to your deceased loved ones too, and your spirit guides. And so we have a plethora of things we can do in that hour, and it's usually a lot of fun and really informative. So speaking of questions that were submitted online, here's one from Regina, who lives in Mexico City, Mexico. And she says, hi, Julie. Hey, Julie, actually. Hope you're doing well. I'm writing because I'm a little disappointed with a health issue that happened now that my husband and I decided to try and have a baby. I always considered myself a healthy person and always had regular periods, except this month when I was late for 15 days. That never happened before, so I was sure I was pregnant, but the blood test turned negative, and then my period arrived. Could you please scan me and check the reason why this delay of my period happened? And can you please let me know if there's something I need to improve to avoid having irregular periods from now on? Thanks a lot. And here's my response. Hi, Regina. You've decided to have a baby. How exciting. In order to get some information for you, I energetically connected to you in Mexico City and immediately saw two baby spirits attached to your energy field. They look like the orbs often seen in photographs and are hovering above your right shoulder. Baby spirits attached to the birth mother and adopted mother, if applicable, their energy field before they're conceived. One baby's spirit is closer than the other, so it looks like you'll be having at least a couple of children, although not at the same time. You're not having twins. Next, I scanned your body to see if there were any medical conditions happening. You look completely healthy and fabulous. Regarding your late period, I get the information. You did conceive and soon thereafter miscarried, causing your period to arrive. This is very common. The March of Dimes, which is a U.S. nonprofit organization that works to improve the health of mothers and babies to prevent birth defects, premature birth, and infant mortality, states, quote, as many as half of all pregnancies may end in miscarriage. We don't know the exact number because a miscarriage may happen before a woman knows she's pregnant. Most women who miscarry go on to have a healthy pregnancy later. So, here's my advice. Practice, practice, practice making a baby, and most importantly, have fun. I believe you'll soon be pregnant and become a mommy. Please let us know when that happens. So I thought that was a great question, and I was amazed when I looked this up. I knew that a lot of pregnancies are miscarriages that we don't know about, and they just come out as a period. But I was surprised that the statistics show that maybe as many as half end in miscarriage, and that's just Mother Nature taking care of an embryo that's not forming properly, or there's some genetic mutation, or there's something going on. And so I think it's better that we don't know when that happens. So, Regina, thanks so much for sending the question. I hope you're pregnant soon, and let us know when you are. Okay, let's go back to the phones and see who else we have. I've got a caller from the 509 area code. Hi, who's this?
Hi, Julie.
Hello. Hi.
It's Jody. How are you?
Hi, Jody. Well, how are you?
I'm good.
Great. Please tell everybody where you're calling in from.
I'm calling from New Jersey.
All right. Well, you got a question for me?
I do. And first, I just want to say I had a personal session with you. You helped me with my varicose veins, and they have felt fabulous since you did what you did.
Wonderful.
So
Yes.
I'm very grateful.
Oh, you are most welcome, my dear. It's terrific to hear your voice.
The question I had for you, I had a pap smear done in the spring. It came back abnormal, first time ever.
Yeah.
So they had me do that colposcopy.
Yeah.
It came back fine. So they said, okay, wait 6 months and have another pap, which I just did in October. Now it comes back abnormal again.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, well, we'll wait 6 more months. Maybe your body's just going through something. And I'm just kind of curious if you see anything more to that, or if there's anything I can do to balance things out, perhaps.
Yeah, what I'm watching happen, I went ahead and connected to you, Jody, while you were describing what was going on. And what I just saw happen was I saw a what's called a LEAP procedure performed, where they take a hot wire and they slice just the very, very top layer of the cervix off, kind of like if you're slicing a bagel in half horizontally. And the colposcopy is more common than the LEAP. They don't do the LEAP as much. They used to do that 25 years ago or so. But yes, it's LEEP, the LEAP procedure. So I think what happened the first time was I think they got the area when they did the biopsy. They take that little chunk out, and I think they got the cells. And so let's see what happened this round. But what I just saw happen, I'll be really surprised if they find any. And if they do, it's not going to be a big deal. They're going to be able to do a procedure on you, and it's going to be no biggie.
Okay. Wonderful.
No biggie. I think you're going to be just fine.
I'd like to hear that. Thank you very much. Thanks for looking into it.
You are just fine. You bet.
Oh.
You bet. Hey, it's not every day I get to look at a girl's cervix. I mean, what the heck? Good for me.
I'm glad I could help you out with that. So,
have a wonderful holiday. You bet. Thanks for calling.
You too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, funny. Okay, let's see who else we got. I got Kathy's next. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just Yeah, I was getting ready to jump on the call, and then my mom called. I'm like, oh, I have to take this call, and I'm probably going to miss Julie. And then we said goodbye, and it was like, oh, I'm going to be able to still join Julie.
Perfect. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton.
And just a very brief update. You know, my dad is still hanging in there. My dad with dementia.
Oh.
He's still hanging in there.
He's been trying to exit stage left for, what, a year now, Kath?
Oh, gosh, probably longer, Julie. Yeah, probably at least a year and a half, if not maybe just a teeny bit longer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but my question actually has to do with me, just very brief update. Katie and I moved into a nice little apartment.
Wonderful.
And I don't think I had told you that. And it looked like it was just perfect for us. And I didn't know, and I take responsibility for this, I didn't know it was a smoking building. It's a 4-unit building all on one floor. I have my own front door, my own back door. Mm-hmm. But it's been toxic heavily, and not just with cigarettes, if you know what I mean, in terms of pot smoke and stuff like that. And I don't do well with smoke, and Katie doesn't do well with smoke. So at this point, we've been here almost a year. It'll be a year on January 4th, although we're going to move next week. I finally found a non-smoking place for us. So what was my question? My question is, oh, no, sorry, I know what my question is. I'm sorry, been a little crazy today. So I'm moving. Okay, come on, brain, work. Take a breath here. So my landlord here didn't give me a copy of my lease after I signed it. I misunderstood completely. He says I signed a 2-year lease. I would have sworn I signed a lease that was possible to renew for a second year. Mm-hmm. But when I got the lease, it's still, I don't think, real clear legally. It's not a real typical lease to me. So anyway, bottom line is, I have found the perfect apartment where there's no smoking. Not only that, but the air that comes in, like, we don't share it with anybody. It's just Katie and I, mm-hmm. and it's very nice, and it's totally non-smoking. So what I'm trying to figure out for myself is I was just thinking about, okay, let's get creative here. Like, how can I approach this? How can I put together a case without, alienating him more? Because he's telling me I have to find a new renter or pay all of next year's rent. And it's like, I've tried to look up Ohio law. I don't think that's actually quite right. So I'm just interested in anything at all that you might pick up, and maybe there's not anything to pick up, but if there is anything...
you need to talk to a lawyer, Kath. Yeah. And if you have a lawyer that can help you, and the lawyer sends a letter, the guy will back down and you'll be able to get out of the lease. I get that, that you're right, that the contract is not solid.
Okay.
Legally.
That's exactly what I needed to know and what I was hoping you would say, because I don't think it's right legally either. Yeah. And I was hoping it would be that simple. I just couldn't decide whether I should do it on my own or with a lawyer, but you're seeing that the lawyer will get him to back down. Yes. You need to have a lawyer send him a letter on lawyer stationery. Okay. Because that's going to have a whole different effect. And when a lawyer's saying, hey, look, this isn't legally binding, it's going to mean a lot more than you saying this isn't legally binding. So that would be my advice. Yeah. So, well, thanks for calling in. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and good luck with your dad. Yeah, thank you so much. It's good to be on the call for a bit here with you guys. Sorry I was late. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks, you too. Bye. Okay, let's see who else we've got here. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Lydia.
Hi. How are you doing? How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, girl?
Sometimes better than others. But I have a question for you.
Yes,
financially, I have been having some problems, the last 3 years. They're difficult. And because I didn't sell my house. When do you feel I'll be okay? Because sometimes it's kind of so difficult.
It's scary, probably, I would imagine.
And I still have a son in college.
Oh, okay. Lydia, tell everybody where you're calling in from, please.
Oh, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. So will Lydia sell her house within the next 6 months, yes. Within the next 3 months, no. Now, that's fluid, Lydia. Future events are always changing. There are a bunch of different variables. So, is there something that you can do to bring in some extra money in the short run while things are so tight? Is there something that you can do, like an extra job?
I'm selling everything I can, things from the house.
Right. But I'm getting, instead of selling things, I'm getting do something to earn some money. Maybe do a job part-time that's going to bring in income instead of just selling stuff.
Because of my age, it's difficult. I used to have a business, and I closed the business. And I just need to go to my country. My son is going to Europe, the younger one. It's going to be tough.
I'm
taking care of the house.
Lydia, I'm seeing something that you can do online that's going to bring in some income in the short run.
Yes.
So
when you feel that I'll have a relief, how long?
Well, at this point, I'm getting within the next 6 months. But I'm also getting you can have relief sooner if you do something that's going to help bring in some income for you.
Oh, so you only feel that I'll sell the house in 6 months?
At this moment in time. But again, that can change. At this moment, that's what I'm getting. You ask me next week, it may be a different answer because there are a lot of different variables that can come into play. Maybe somebody who's buying your house hasn't seen it yet, but they might next week. So that's the thing about future events is they're fluid. They're always moving. And so there's, if anybody tells you 100% that's what's going to happen in a future run the opposite direction because nobody knows because there's too many variables that come into play. But I'm getting for you to look for something that you can do from home that's online, maybe even work part-time with a company of stuff that you can do from home on a computer. Okay, so check that out.
Try.
Okay. Thanks for calling.
Just to take care of this house is it's a big job,
Sure.
Cleaning, and I have to do everything by myself.
Okay.
So it's so difficult.
All right. Well, hang in there, girl. You'll make it work.
I need that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Thank you for helping me.
You. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I believe our next caller is Nalicia. Hi, Nalicia.
Hey, Julie. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm calling from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
All right. Got a quick question for me?
Yes. Julie, I would like for you to see if you can tell me, is there been a transition in my work, and as suddenly my manager, who I had a very good connection with, suddenly left, just quit with and it kind of left a little bit of chaos. So it's like big, like you feel like childless or something, like an orphan, because she was pretty much of a good leader, etc. So I was just wondering if you had any clue why suddenly this one, it just came out.
Well, I think you're going to get a new manager that you're going to like even better. That's what I'm getting. And and the new manager is going to be even more helpful, and you're going to be thrilled with the new manager.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so stay tuned on that and let us know what happens.
Okay, cool. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Thank you, Julie. Same to you. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Susie's next. Hi, Suze.
Hi, Julie.
How are you, girl?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for taking my call. Always love your show. I'm so sorry about your nephew and everything for your family. I understand what you mean about, you can be happy for him, but still it'd be so tragic for the parents. So sending prayers. And
Thank you.
I am calling from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I was wondering, last week I asked you about something regarding some ear pain that I've never had before, and then I did end up going to the doctor, as I was telling you I was going the next day, and the doctor was saying that he thought it was due to TMJ, which I had just had some experience of it, that week with some stress that was going on. I hadn't had that for years. And then now I haven't felt like I had TMJ, but the right ear, like the left ear, was the worst one. The right ear the other night was really killing, like someone was putting an ice pick in my ear at bedtime. So I'm just wondering, do you think it's worth getting a second opinion? There was another doctor I set up an appointment with Monday because one of my other doctors had recommended this other ENT, but then I didn't have the ear pain all through the weekend it wasn't until Wednesday night or Tuesday night. So I canceled the appointment Monday, and they said it was okay to cancel it if I wasn't having the ear pain. But I'm just wondering if you think it's worth going to this second opinion, or if you think it is due just to TMJ, even if I'm not experiencing TMJ symptoms.
I'm not getting that TMJ is causing it, Suze. Let me see. It remind me last week. I remember it looked like your eustachian tube was clogged.
Yeah, and I don't feel like it doesn't feel clogged. It just is. There'll be randomly pains, and I've noticed it. Different times at the gym or bedtime, whenever. But it feels like kind of like an ice pick. Someone's like moving an ice pick around in my ear, stabbing. It's bad pain when it happens, but it's not all the time. And
I'm still getting it's a congestion thing. So it may have something to do with an allergen you're being exposed to. Pay attention to that.
Okay.
I'm still not seeing an infection. I didn't last week either, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah, I just didn't know if it was due to the TMJ or whether, and like I said, whether it's worth going to this other doctor or not. Whether to just stick with my current doctor. I wasn't sure.
It's best interest to see the second ENT doctor. I get a yes. So I don't think it's going to hurt one way or the other.
Okay, I guess I'll wait and see, that this week, and then I'll have more, questions, more symptoms. But, Julie, do you believe in the pendulum? Because a friend of mine mentioned, I just took my necklace off the other day and was trying to make a decision, and I was amazed. I'd never done it before, and I was getting, if I say my current husband's name is such and such, and it wasn't, it would go counterclockwise, and if I would say that my current husband's name is, the true name, it would go clockwise. And I'm just wondering,
I think,
where are those answers? Like, who's giving me the answer? Is it like my higher self or God, or
it's your spirit. It's your spirit. But also, muscle testing is kind of along those same lines. You can do that too. People do muscle testing.
It was easier to just use my necklace. I just couldn't believe it. Everything I asked it, if I said my dog's name is this or my dog's name, it would go left or right. And even when I said my breakfast is good for me, because I love my breakfast, my oatmeal and protein powder, it said no. And I love my breakfast, so I know I would not have made it go no, And so then, I know that I wasn't making it happen. But anyway, okay, so it is the higher self, you're saying that?
Yeah, and where I first saw it being used was to check the sex of a baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I heard that a long time ago.
Yeah, I think they've been doing that beginning.
Blowing my mind to have it, do the left and right, yes or no or whatever. Is it in my best interest to do this? I was thinking, I guess I'm practicing that myself, instead of asking you all these questions all the time. But anyway, it's just amazing that I just wondered where the answers are coming from. So thank you for.
You are so welcome. Okay, feel better.
Well, thank you too. Many blessings to you and your family.
You
Thanks
too.
for your show.
Thanks. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, LaShonda, coming to you, girl. LaShonda. Hello.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
Great. We've got about 3 minutes left. So please tell everybody where you're calling from, and then you got a quick question for me.
Yes, I'm calling from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I remember when we spoke, you asked me out of the blue, you said, LaShonda, are you tired? I got to tell you, it's been lingering, and I know we've talked about it before. I've been to the doctor, and it's very interesting. I get copies of my lab work, and the numbers look lower than they were the previous time, and I've been going every 3 months. He doesn't want me back until February. however else, I did ask some of the questions that you asked, that maybe I'm getting accustomed to the treatments or whatever. But bottom line is, I'm still having symptoms. I'm extremely exhausted. Are you able to pinpoint what's causing it? Because I'm getting issues, where I feel like my heart is bothering me. And, of course, I shouldn't go on Google anything. That only adds to fears. Or I'm not getting enough breath or something. I'm just...
LaShonda, remind me, are you on bioidentical hormones?
Not yet, no. So I'm not taking anything except for iron supplements, because I'm genetically predisposed to the anemia. And
I still, and I think I've gotten it before, that for you to look into the bioidentical hormones and go, there are a couple of sites, I may have given them to you. One's a4m.com, and the other one's functionalmedicine.org. So I would look into those, and I'm going to need to let you go because we are about out of time. But I think it's a hormone thing that you have going on. I really do.
Okay.
So, okay. All right. Well, thanks for calling. And I hope you have a great week. Happy holidays, and I'll talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Fun show, as always. Thanks to everybody that called in. It's so wonderful of you to take the time, because invariably you are asking a question that somebody else can relate to, and it helps way more people than you have any idea when you call in and you ask a question for yourself or your family member. Remember to order my book, Angelic Attendants, for Christmas gifts, what really happens as we transition from this life into the next. It's heartwarming, it's fun, it's informative, and everybody that's read it so far has given me really a great review. If you've read the book, please leave a review on Amazon if you haven't yet. And with that, I will talk to you all next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the holiday season. Take care. Bye now.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Twitter at AskJulieRyan and like her on Facebook at AskJulieRyan. For information on how you can ask Julie your question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.